Hi, good morning, everybody. Hi, this is Andrew Lau, LOWSUTEA president. Thank you very much for spending your weekend again to basically attend our meeting. I think it's going to be super good. Actually, the reason why I want to conduct this meeting too is because a lot of people say, hey, it's outside is so hot, and then, how I'm going to do my exercise, it's going to be very tough. So I understand their concern. And that's why we thought that maybe we just need to have a little bit more people can able to, do exercise in a much more easier manner indoor. This is actually a question from Hong Kong, people from Canada, and also lately very hot summer in Los Angeles area and some other places. So net result, a lot of people that is really say, well, hey, are you sure that, issue here? And then, because they really have issues of the hot weather, whether I can continue maintain a good exercise regime. And so I won't stop. In other words, if I go outside, it's 95-degree, and how can I do that? This will be a really good tips to really help you. Some simple exercise you can do at home, even though it's hot, even raining or wherever, you can actually maintain the exercise. Now, why I want to do that is because of the fact that if you don't do exercise, at the end of the day, you might have an issue of can lower your blood sugar. So that's the reason why this is something that is so important. I appreciate all the people from Hong Kong, Philippines, and Hawaii, and also Los Angeles, and also Canada, and also different part of the United States joining us to have a better understanding. How can you maintain this? Okay. Anyway, 各位朋友, let me just speak Chinese real fast for the Hong Kong group. Actually, 點解我哋做呢個 webinar 咧？就因為好多香港嘅人咧就話：哇，好熱喎，點去做 exercise 啊？我搞錯啊嘛？做 exercise 好辛苦喎。咁其實咧好多 exercise 咧係可以屋企做嘅，唔使去街做嘅。咁當然咧，今日我俾好多 tips 咧點去做 exercise 屋企，因為你唔做 exercise 咧，你血糖未必跌落嚟。咁好多嘢咧其實係好容易咧就做到呢樣嘢。So 呢個咧係一個十分好嘅東西啦。咁所以變咗嚟講，你就可以做到呢個東西咧，係能夠幫助咗你啲血糖嘅朋友咧，係降低血糖，就唔會係去到好熱嘅時候，我係做唔到血糖啊。咁嗰個咧就唔係咁好啦。So thank you very much, everybody. Actually, Hong Kong group and rest of the world group already participated. So I want to make sure that you guys got all the information for how can do easy exercise at home. So that way we can able to make sure you continue to maintain your exercise, burning up your calories and burning up your sugar naturally, so you don't have to depend so much. Okay, so I'm going to start a webinar right now, and it's a good really understand this, then you can easily do everything yourself. Okay, I think we have a lot of new people in here. Maybe we should just take up really fast, maybe 5 to 10 minutes to just update what is the diabetes. Now, certainly many of you say, I heard that before, but I was also informed by all my diabetic and also pre-diabetic clients. They said it's good that you tell us again and again that it get into your brain, so you know exactly what to do. As you know, diabetic is a chronic disease, you don't get well. The main thing you got to do is really control your blood sugar. Well, how do you do that? Now, the thing is, the blood sugar mainly is if you blood sugar goes up, eventually you will either convert to diabetes from pre-diabetic, or you become diabetes, you become definitely had a diabetic complication come along. So most important is to control your blood sugar. Well, how do you do that? Control blood sugar is very simple. Control diet, you exercise, control your weight, and weight make a big thing. If you have dropped 10% of your weight, you know what? You actually lower 1 point of your A1C. And so those are important. You have to measure your blood sugar. If you don't measure blood sugar, you mean taking a blood sample. If not, you don't do that, I guess what? You can't really know where you're at. So you on exercise, you gotta make sure you have diet control, no white food, make sure that eat no sugar drink, white food meaning rice very limited, make sure that no white bread, soda and juice. All these are so important to ensure you to get very, very low blood sugar and maintain yourself. Now, certainly drinking LOWSUTEA make all the difference. because it helps you lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and salt, and so can BP will go down and detox. So it's very good.嗱，各位朋友，今日咧講咧就，因為今日好多人咧不同地方嚟啦，咁我講咧就糖尿病咧係唔會醫好嘅，只能夠控制。咁控制咧仲有好簡單啫，就係能夠控制你嘅血糖唔會超過6.4個 A1C 啦。如果唔超過 A1C 6.4嘅話咧，咁你就已經係一個達到好目標，能夠你唔會轉由前期去糖尿病病者。所以糖尿病病者同前期都係一樣要用個 diet 呢個食嘅東西咧係控制。第二樣嘢就係 exercise， 冇 exercise 咧，你血糖未必跌到嚟，同埋你個重磅咧，你繼續冇減到磅咧，亦都唔會即係個 A1C 會跌落嚟嘅。咁所以呢個係一個好重要嘅東西3樣。咁你要度血糖你知噶嘛？咁如果實 diet 好重要咧，就係話喂，我唔可以飲汽水啦，唔可以食白色嘅粉嘅東西，好似麵包啊、飯啊呢啲要好控制啦。咁當然飲去糖茶會幫手，因為降低血糖啦、膽固醇啦，同埋你個 blood pressure 啦，同埋仲有呢個即係血壓啦，仲有係幫助你排毒啦。呢個就係好重要啦。OK， so everybody go through the same, 4 stages. The first stage of LDL will go up, and then unfortunately, LDL goes up, you damage your B cells from the insulin comes out. The B cells, those cells that will take the sugar into the cells. If that damage, not much B cell keep going to take sugar into the cells, then the B cell can come up. That's why you have what they call insulin resistant. Now, as time goes on, your sugar also goes up. Now, the LDL and the cholesterol mixed together, the blood becomes thick, and that is the major reason why diabetes is going to involve your entire body and screw up your entire body, because it was so thick it starts blocking all the vessels everywhere. So your head, your brain, your leg, your heart, kidney, everywhere. Okay, because this is going to be long term. It's not going to be 1 or 2 days. It's going to be months. So net result, you really damage many organs. Now that's the second stage. Because once you get this plugged up, your blood pressure will start moving up. Okay. Now, then you go to a third stage because your blood sugar continually goes up. So there's a thing called A1C, which is a hemoglobin with the amount of sugar in percentage attached to this hemoglobin cells. If the hemoglobin cells 5.7 is still normal, but about 5.7%, you are actually become a pre-diabetic. If you continue to go up to over 6.5, you know what? You are a diabetes. So that's the third stage. And once you're over 6.5, okay, you're diabetic. The fourth stage should come on. So you have a good chance if you are pre-diabetic, never go over 6.5, you are in good shape. That's why I now actually need to educate many people, make sure they do not move over 6.5. A lot of Hong Kong, USA, many people will start realizing, wow, my A1C or 6.3, if I really control my diet, exercise, and my weight, I will not get to 6.5, then I might be maybe 10 years or 20 years delay, never become a diabetes. Man, you do your job and you save a lot of money on healthcare costs and so forth. So this is the goals that you have to establish. 嗱，各位朋友，變咗糖尿病者一定有四個 step 嘅。第一個 step 咧就係你嘅 LDL cholesterol 高濕。當你 LDL cholesterol 高濕嘅話，唔好意思啦，因為咧當你高濕嘅時候咧，個血糖咧嗰個 B cell 即係個胰島素出嚟嗰個 B cell 咧就會損壞就唔帶啲糖入去個細胞裏個血管細胞裏邊喎。咁佢度很高，咁你血糖高，再加埋你嘅 LDL 膽固醇高嘅時候咧，你血咧就變咁好結。當你血變咁好結嘅時候咧，弊家伙啦，因為佢全身係開始塞嘅。呢個塞咧唔係咁少時間，係1年咁塞落去喎。咁點解咧？你嘅血壓就可以上升啊！呢個第二個 stage。咁第三個 stage 咧，就係你一路上升嘅時候咧，你個 A1C 咧，就係血糖嘅 A1C 就係個紅血球嘅hemoglobin。咁咧就加嗰啲糖嘅 percentage 咧 attach 咗 hemoglobin 咧，咁就會 by percentage 嘅，即係個咁你5.7咧仍然係 normal，一講5.7咧 pre-diabetic 即係前期患病者啦，一路升上去到6.4咧，你就頂籠啦，6.5咧就糖尿病啦，咁你就去咗第4個 stage 啦，糖尿病啦，咁就好多問題出嚟。所以我依家希望教到好多呢啲前期患病者，你唔好過6.4，繼續喺6.以下、6.4嘅以下，咁你最緊咧保持身體健康，唔會通道塞。咁呢個咧就係點樣做啊？要食材你要減啦，要係 exercise 啦， 要係磅數去減啦，同埋繼續度嘅血，咁你就知你血係幾多。咁呢個咧係一個十分好策略，因為如果你話唔會變緊糖尿病，最低限度啊，去咗10年或者20年咧，哇，要慳咗幾多錢，同埋慳咗幾多，即係唔會弊嘅即係糖尿嘅併發症啊。So one of the questions you might ask, how does LOWSUTEA work? Now, LOWSUTEA is very nice. One is you have two products in there. One is the guava leaves, which help to delay the absorption of the sugar into your gut vessel. And then you have beta melon, which is really wonderful. Beta melon is actually increase the insulin sensitivity. Net result of that, you will get more sugar into the cells. And they also have a special transport, take sugar, cholesterol, salt out through urine. When your sugar goes out, cholesterol goes out. When salt goes out, your blood pressure comes down and also detox. So that's how this LOWSUTEA works. 嗱，去糖場點做咧？其實好簡單，有兩種嘢嘅。佢有一個咧就番石榴葉，佢咧就delay 咗，即係遲咗將血糖咧入去嗰個大腸血管裏邊啦。咁你小糖血管裏邊 OK 喎。咁就係有糖入咗去咧唔緊要，因為苦瓜好特別，佢將個胰島素嗰個感應性咧係提高咗，咁佢就多啲糖入翻去血嗰啲細胞裏邊啦。咁你用咗啲糖咯。咁但係仲有一樣嘢，佢如果 extra 糖咧，佢就喺個尿嗰度掉出嚟，咁你就降低血糖、膽固醇，仲有個鹽。當鹽降低嘅時候咧，血壓就降低，同埋排毒。哇！呢個真係一個好重要同埋好特別嘅東西。If you don't do anything, you know what can happen? If you say, hey, I don't have any symptom or sign, why should I help? I've got to do all these things for what? Now, for now, a lot of people don't realize. Well, in fact, I just came back from the United States. I talked to many people. A lot of people don't realize, the first few years, you might have no symptom. You don't even know you are pre-diabetic. Matter of fact, studies show 80% of the customer or client who think, oh, I'm a pre-diabetic, are really by surprise. And some even diabetic is the same thing. So net result, because you just want to happen to be buy insurance, go to health test, or go to see doctor, they say, okay, your blood pressure go up, I take a blood test, see your A1C, wow, you are pre-diabetic. So majority don't know. And on top of that, they might not actually educate enough for the sort of the client, what is diabetic? So net result, because they don't know, the problem comes along is they don't do anything. If they don't do anything, wow, your risk of coming a complication will be high. If you become a diabetic, actually become potential risk of stroke, you lost consciousness and stuff like that, cataract, and also glaucoma, eye become blur. Many people actually found out, oh, my eyes blur, and what do I do? And the pancreas is damaging, so you need actually getting insulin. On top of that, you also have risk of heart disease, which is plugging your coronary artery. Now, that is a big problem because your heart might be stopped or get a heart attack. Nerve damage is another one, because when you get nerve damage, you can feel. On top of that, nerve damage can be, suppose, your brain. So a lot of these things is you really can eventually become Alzheimer's disease already developed. Now, the blood vessels also another problem, because when your blood vessels are really damaged or become hardened, then you can feel. On top of that, your blood pressure goes up. And on top of damage, your blood vessels all over the place, including your brain. So this is really a scary stuff. And on top of that, you can't feel you injure your leg, infected, it don't get around. So it might end up chopping your foot because amputation your foot because of blood circulation poor. Now, also damaging kidney is going to be a very high. 75% in Hong Kong who actually need dialysis are kidney diabetic patients. So you don't want to get that. And a lot of people actually don't know until they found out that I'm 40% of my kidney function. And you got to keep that, maintained so you don't get to 30%, because after 30%, the chance of get dialysis is going to be high. So net result, all these things will come along, which you will not know until 5-10 years down the road. Then bang, come to you. Oh, no. And then you cannot reverse, because once you damage your kidney, you cannot become improved. It's just there. And you'll be just there 40% for the rest of your life, for example. Okay, so another thing is sexual dysfunction in the sense that because you can't feel, so 30% of diabetes had no sex function. Plus pregnancy complications, if you are actually gestating diabetes, you might actually end up really have, this problem. Then you might be really look at do I will become a diabetes patient? That is something you really got to look at, okay? So you got to watch, okay? So anyway, these are the kind of complications a lot of people don't realize, because I talk to many people. You mean you will be like that? A lot of people ask, you might, if I become diabetes? Absolutely, yes, there's that possibility. Whatever road you're going to come out, you don't know what complication. That's why I said, if you can able to maintain yourself pre-diabetic, the chance of these risks will be substantially lower. So you are much healthier. You don't have to go through all these problems. I have a diabetic customer who are in kidney disease. She was so grateful. Now she maintained at 40. So from now on, she's so careful to start getting her blood sugar control. And it was good because her A1C would come down to be after lower than 7 now, but she's really trying hard. She diet, exercise, weight control, everything she does, because she don't want to go to dialysis. That is just one idea that, you know, you can do it, just that you need effort. But she had over 10 years or more diabetes before she actually do that. And she said, wow, if I know it earlier, I would even try harder. But unfortunately, she's now, okay. 嗱，各位朋友，如果你乜嘢唔做，好多人咧唔知道咧，原來你糖尿病咧第1至第5年咧可能冇乜嘅感應喎，即係冇乜問題嘅。咁如果你冇乜問題嘅時候，你話點解要做啊？冇乜問題，唔使做啦。唔係，其實冇問題要做嘅，因為如果唔係咧，一落去嘅時候咧，你就會變咗可能有中風危險啦，有即係記憶唔得啦。有個青光眼啦，如果個胰島素壞咗，你要打胰島素啦，同埋咧你心臟病咧，因為最重要咧嗰啲血管塞咗啊，咁你可能心臟病嘅時候咧一定係有問題嘅。咁同埋咧仲有神經嘅損壞啦，咩叫神經損壞咧？就係你神經損壞咧就係你個血嗰個血塞晒咧，咁個 nerve 咧可以 damage 咧，你感覺唔到，個感覺唔到嘅時候咧，你個血壓會即係你整親損咗啊，你感覺唔到咧，咁可能發炎咧，咁你要斬咗個腳喎。咁就係血管亦都破壞咗，因為全部塞晒，係硬晒啊，塞晒，咁你血壓一定會高啦。咁個血管又會硬化啦。咁最大咧仲有一個問題咧，就係糖尿病好多係有呢個腎病嘅問題嘅。腎病咧就個腎咧唔 work 喎。如果你對佢30%嘅腎病，你就可能要洗腎咯喎。咁我哋有幾個糖友已經去到40%。教咗之後咧，佢好樂意啊！依家即刻去做嘢，但係個問題咧，做嘢之後咧，佢翻唔到50或者60嘅，一定係喺40。咁40程嗰陣時咧，咁佢就真係要繼續努力去40、44。如果再繼續差落去咧，30弊家伙洗腎啦。嗱，仲有60即係30% 嘅糖尿病病者咧，係已經有一個所謂叫做性功能嘅障礙，因為佢感覺唔到啊嘛。咁同埋仲有咧，如果你係有生細佬哥嘅時候，你 gestation diabetic 亦都呢個有好大問題咧，將來變咗 diabetes， 咁你要 check work 啦。咁我哋公司咧有個好特別嘅工作咧，有5個 program 咧幫助你係繼續去降低你糖嘅。So our company have 5 programs. One is certainly help you teach you about diet and how to drink LOWSUTEA, help you continue maintain, lower your cholesterol and so forth. This is one program we will always continue to educate. Secondly, we'll also teach you how to exercise, like today lectures, but exercise, you know, keep you up to date, you know, getting exercise, and also how to get weight control. When you exercise, your weight will come down. And then how to get your daily blood tracking, and then every week or every other week, we do have a webinar to help you educate. What we're trying to do is get your A1C from, if you're at A1C at 10% high, it's okay, bring it down to 5.7 or 6. Now, a lot of people say, how can it be, man? I cannot do that. Now, I see with my own eyes, a lot of my customers actually can come down to under 6. They were high at 10%, but they take effort. You know, they get diet effort, they take weight control effort, they take, their, exercise effort, they measure blood sugar all the time, and they really have a good regime and write down what they ate, and they continue to track every day. And so they really got that program and started forming habit. Net result, their A1C would be 6%. That is wonderful. And I really appreciate their effort to actually do that. 各位堂友，記住我哋公司有5個 program， 教你點樣食材方面咧減呢個卡路里同埋呢個碳水化合物嘅東西啦，同埋知道點樣減低肥 脂肪嘅食物啦，同埋最緊點去飲去糖茶啦。咁呢個係全部係幫助咧係降低血糖嘅。第二樣嘢我哋 exercise 點教你去點去 exercise 降低血糖啦，個重磅又可以點減你個磅數啦。咁同埋咧每2個禮拜或1個禮拜都有一個講座咧，幫助你了解點去 manage 最緊要要管理血糖，呢個先緊要啊。因為大多數人就係講食，但係我呢個係管理個血糖嘅整體嘅東西。咁同埋仲有咧點樣度佢血啦，同埋即係點樣去 measure 呢樣嘢咧？我有好多朋友咧係由 A1C 係10% 以上跌翻去6%，哇！咁嗰啲只係 take effort 咧係做到，我哋高咧希望能夠變咗係5.7咧就最好啦。咁5.7做唔到唔緊要，你 under 6都 OK 噶啦，繼續努力 OK。So I had basically catch up with everybody. Now we'll talk about what is an easy exercise for pre-diabetic and diabetic to do it at home. Now, I think it's so important. You have to understand what to do something at your home to establish a habit. Now, the reason why I want you to do that is because a lot of people say, I have to go do something in the, for example, in a gym, for example. Well, it's okay. You can do it in gym. But a lot of times it's so hot. I have to drive over there or maybe raining. I can't do it. What do? So I have some tips for you to do most of this exercise. I can do it at home, easy going, and that's what we're trying to do. 嗱，各位同學，今日我個 exercise 個講座係好重要嘅。點解咧？好多前期患病者、糖尿啊、糖尿患病者同學咧，其實佢話：喂，我有陣時好熱，我唔想去做嘢，做呢個 exercise， 哇，好辛苦喎，咁鬼熱啊，點去做啊？或者我又去一個即係運動嘅場所啦，未必去到喎，又太過熱啊嘛，太過唔舒服啊。OK， 咁我喺屋企就容易啦，樣都可以有嘢做，有得睇下電視，一路做，係冇啲啊。OK， 我希望你哋咧能夠習慣到一句啊，做習慣 exercise。食完飯可以做呢樣嘢，喺屋企做好方便，地方唔係好大就可以做到嘅。咁呢個係今日想做嘅東西。So today our tips will give you something. Good indoor home exercise without need to have a lot of equipment or even small equipment, get able to help you do it in such a way that you can able to do your exercise very easy. So, first of all, you got to understand pre-diabetic, diabetic, you really need to keep up your daily exercise to improve blood sugar. Now, if you don't exercise, will your blood sugar come down? Maybe not, because of the fact that if you do not, if you did not exercise, your blood sugar cannot come down. The reason is because you cannot improve your sugar level if you don't exercise. Now, you will have diet control and so forth, but your blood sugar cannot substantially go down. That is the problem. You need something to substantially go down. You must have, your daily exercise to come with it. If not, it will be difficult to control your blood sugar. Okay, this is part of the program. Okay, imagine keeping up daily exercise is important, so you gotta keep doing it. Now, exercise also has other benefits because you do more exercise, you improve your blood pressure, losing your weight, boost your energy, give you better sleep quality. All these things come along if you do exercise. Okay, if you don't do exercise, might not give you that. On top of that, especially in summer. That's why my client keeps saying, Andrew, I really cannot do exercise. It's so hot. No problem in summer. Many clients can do exercise at home instead of going outdoor, which is give you convenience, comfort, and most important, keep up your habit. And that's what you got to do. Keep up your habit. I don't have to go somewhere. I don't have to go to a gym to do it, but I can keep it somewhere and do it at home. And all these, that's what this webinar is all about tonight. Okay, it's important to establish a daily habit. If you cannot go outside, do it at home, and you can combine all these different exercise to help you to become an important exercise regime. Okay， 嗱，各位糖友前期患病同埋糖尿患病者咧，其實每日咧你都要有個運動嘅時間，可能30分鐘或者45分鐘啦。咁每日都要做，或者隔日最一日最多係4至5次啦。咁其實咧，如果你做咗之後咧，一定係幫助你嘅血糖降低嘅。如果你唔做咧，弊啦，你血糖唔降低喎，因為你淨係食嘢咧，未必做到個達到目標啊。因為食嘢之後咧，你 burn up 唔到啊，好啦，即係 exercise。咁你血糖唔降低嘅時候，或者就係食咗藥都唔係好降低，一定要 exercise 啊。 咁今次咧，我哋而食咗做 exercise 之後咧，仲有一樣嘢係好喎，因為你能夠降低血糖啦，降低你嘅血壓啦，亦都減到磅啦，亦都俾多 energy 你，因為你 exercise 啊嘛，你心臟樣都 pump 多啲啊，瞓覺都舒服啲嘅。咁所以變咗而家好熱嘅時間咧，有呢樣嘢咧係幫助你好多。你屋企有冷氣喺度做 exercise 幾好啊，唔使出去做，亦都容易做，又係 easy。咁你變咗咧就可以習慣到咧做呢樣嘢係幫助你咧能夠繼續努力咧喺你個呢個所謂嘅習慣裏邊，令到你係能夠繼續可以 improve 咗你嘅血糖嘅。咁同埋仲有啦，咁當你係有個即係今日嘅 webinar 就係希望俾到呢個 tips 你啦嚇 ，OK？ 嗱 ，so the first thing you do if certainly you can walk, okay? You can walk and certainly walk outside is hot, but you can walk at home also. You can walk around the home, and then your daily get exercise. Just walk about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Now, I would suggest actually if you cannot do it at home, maybe you said, okay, I cannot walk at home. You don't have a walk master at home, then you can walk in a neighborhood shopping mall. You can go to work a neighborhood. Now, shopping mall in Hong Kong is good because the air conditioned. It can able to help you to definitely after meal can burn excess sugar. You walk in the supermarket instead of drive to the supermarket. That will be another choice. But you need to establish the daily habit, and then you attract the step. Now, some of the people is always have a phone. Everybody have this phone, right? And the phone will have a measurement to say how many steps you have. If you have a flip it, you can also measure how many steps. So you can do 10,000 steps. That would be wonderful. So this is something that you can do. So you can track it down, maybe write it down, or if you have all these phones, they actually give you the history. So you know how many steps you walk in a month. So that way you can able, at least walking will give you that exercise, okay? 嗱，各位朋友，嗱，步行咧係一個好重點嘅，因為如果你喺屋企夠有地方嘅，你行屋企都得嘅 ，OK？ 落雨可以行到㗎，但係你唔使話一定要行得好快，但係叫行，咁你都做到呢樣嘢。咁但係當然啦，有啲人話哦唔係咁好喎，咁唔緊要，去一個附近嘅 neighborhood 嘅商場，有冷氣有音樂廳，行咯喺嗰度。咁你行1個鐘頭啊，食完飯散步啊，30至1個鐘頭啊，咁你已經達到你個目標，一個禮拜做3至4次。咁同埋仲有一樣嘢咧，就可以能夠即係食完飯後去最好啊，因為你有所任何嘅多咗糖嘅地方咧，你係 burn out 咗佢 ，naturally burn out 佢，唔係靠其他嘅方法 burn out 佢 ，exercise burn out 佢，個 muscle 用咗呢啲糖 ，OK？ 咁同或者你去買餸，唔係去揸車去買餸，去行去個 supermarket 買餸，亦都得一樣嘅。咁但係最重要係 daily 有個 habit 去做呢樣嘢，咁同埋咧或者你個電話去 track 你行幾多步啊，咁呢啲係亦都係一個好好嘅方法，同埋咧有冇 reach 到嘅 daily target 亦都係好重要嘅。嗱 ，so another thing that is important, I found that you can do dancing, you know, because a lot of the dancing and dance at home, you can buy watch a sort of a TV program dancing. You can dance 25 minutes. Actually, the dance is within 6-foot radius. And you can do shuffle dancing. For example, in China, it's very popular now. They dance every day, you know, for 25 minutes, and you do 3 or 4 times. And you can actually achieve that kind of exercise. And you can actually watch the TV. And I saw this old man, 70 years old, and dance with a granddaughter. It's pretty cool. And you just see the step. You can just wink, moving your hand, your foot, and go back and forth and so forth. Wow, you can still do exercise, and you do take 25 minutes, listen to music, and it also helps you lower your blood sugar, it decreases stress, and burn the calorie, and actually get your heart, because your heart are continue pumping bigger, breathing more. Then you can improve your heart and lung function. That is the most important, because in the sense, exercise is not only to burn out your calorie, it's not burn out your carb, but also improve your heart and lung function. Net result, your heart become exercise, so your heart become less chance heart attack. And those are things that are really important. So dance is not only say, I got to go studio dance. You can dance right at home, 6-foot radius. You can do that already. And watch the TV, get a Google to check, you know, the dance step. You can get all these things to help you. Whatever is fancy, you can help you, and it's very, very easy to do. 嗱，各位朋友，第二個，如果你行唔到去 dancing 啦，因為去跳舞咧係能夠幫助你同樣嘅東西，你每日係做25至30分鐘搞掂㗎啦，每個禮拜做3、4次，咁你都可以有啲即係老人家同個孫女一齊跳，咁其實喺網上係好多啲咁嘅 program 你學嘅。咁同埋咧，點解做呢樣嘢好重要咧？第一個降低血糖啦，第二咧你心肺功能更增加咗，因為你 dance 嘅要喐多啲，唞大氣，要個 lung 會 expand， 減到壓，咁變咗嚟講，你心臟嗰個健全咧係更加好嘅。So this is really important. Dancing will be something that you can consider besides walking. Now you cannot walk, do you dance? Okay, if you can dance, walk. Okay, that's the thing that we'll talk about. Okay, the next one, you can also bike at home. Okay, now it's very interesting because biking at home, you can buy a stationary exercise bike. Now this is a fancy one, but you have a lot of things that is much less fancy. Is a bike, but is a very simple machine. So you can able to buy a bike, machine very, very cheaply and do your biking at home. And bike, all you do is 30 minutes per day, 3 to 5 times a week. You already achieve that type of goal. Now, biking is the same thing. It's like dancing. It also decrease your blood sugar, use up your sugar, then your sugar go down. You increase your heart rate and also lose weight. Now, all that is basically to help you the same thing. Lower your blood sugar, increase your heart rate, losing your weight. Weight will be very important. If you can lower 10% of your body weight, you lower 1 A1C point. Imagine that if you're 8, you become 7. If you're 7, you should go down to 6. So that is important. And you feel better because it doesn't hurt your joint anymore because you lost a lot of weight. Plus, if you do a biking, it's better than you do biking than you run, because the run you impact your foot, your joint, it might more potential joint injury. So your bike, you actually has less knee and joint injury. So that is really cool. And that is something that you can consider just getting one of the bike machine to help you do the same thing. Okay, and then you can able. So what I'm saying is, if you cannot do walking, you can do dancing. If you don't do dancing, how about do bike at home? And then you continue get your your sort of your habit. Now you can do 2 days dancing, 2 days bike, or 5 days bike. Doesn't matter. You can mix it together. You can do that. The key is keep that active. 好，各位堂友，其實咧可以喺屋企咧買架唔喐嘅單車，做 exercise 嘅單車，其實平靚正嘅，依家其實好平啊，可以做一個坐喺度，即係做呢樣嘢都做到嘅。咁其實咧做呢樣嘢咧，你每個日咧係做大概30分鐘啦，3至5次一個禮拜啦。咁其實咧點解做呢樣咧？係幫你嘅血糖啦 ，increase 你 heart rate 啦，即係你嘅心臟嘅跳動啦，同埋咧減肥啦。嗱，all 呢啲嘢咧，其實我哋所有做 exercise 都係全部都係做到同樣嘢嘅。咁但係有呢個單車點解好啲啊？因為單車你個 impact 你個 joint 即係你個膝頭哥嘅嗰啲嗰個 joint 啦，或者個 knee 即係你個腳眼嗰啲 joint 咧，唔會即係有咁大嘅損毀，因為你冇咁大嘅 impact。佢走咧有 impact 嘅喎，咁你如果老一啲嘅時候咧，個 impact 會大咧。咁係老人家係有呢個 issue 嘅，但係 bike 咧係唔會做呢樣，咁啊係可以做 exercise 又唔會有 impact， 咁幾好啊。So the next exercise actually climb up stairs. Now a lot of people don't realize climb up stairs is so important. When I'm a nurse, my floor is about 5, 6 story high every time I go up and down. The hospital has encouraged all nurses don't take elevator or doctor don't walk up the stairs. And to be honest, I walk up every day, many times, 6 floor, going down to a different department, going back up to the ward or whatever. I must get so much exercise during walk steps. And in Hong Kong, I noticed a lot of doctors are doing the same thing now, because when you walk upstairs, walking upstairs actually help you to actually do exercise rather coming down, because coming down, you have to impact your foot, your knee. So the important thing is to get your exercise going up okay, walking up. So it's really easy to burn up sugar and burn a calorie with going up. Now, a lot of people who have walking upstairs and climbing up the stairs, you actually also the same thing. You increase the heart rate. I don't know if you ever do that. Walk many steps. You go, it's so hard. But your heart will go pump harder. But that's good because it expands your lung, get your heart working, get more heart exercise. That's perfect for you. But on the hand, if you live in Hong Kong, for example, you live in 20th floor. How am I going to do that? You're not going to walk 20th floor. Don't worry. You just got to the 10th floor and walk the rest of the 10th floor, whatever floor you want to choose. One of my staff is actually interesting. Our office is on the 18th floor. Every day walk up 18th floor, and he did his exercise every day. He come out, he's stronger, he feel better, and he also maintained his weight or losing more his weight. And he felt that that's really good because he walk up every day, 18th floor, every day. So he become a much more fitted person. So keep in mind, you could walk step. If you don't have step, go find some step to do it. You can do that, or go to a shopping mall, have elevator, walk the stairs instead of taking the escalator. So you can do the same thing. So really, you can do that. Or you have home, you're in an apartment, you can do the same thing. So walking step, it is very, very good. 嗱，各位朋友，其實行樓梯係一個好好嘅 exercise，係上去啊，記住啊。點解上一個第一咧，你係能夠上去嘅時候咧，你已經 burn up 咗好多不同嘅糖啦，你糖 burn up 咗啦，降低你卡路里，因為如果你 burn up 嘅時候，卡路里用咗啦。咁同埋仲喺上去嘅時候咧，我覺得你好多時都好辛苦啊，喘氣啊，唔緊要。最緊要咧，你個上去嘅時候咧，你係覺得你個心臟咧係要行快啲嘅，同埋仲有咧你 expand 咗個 lung，咁呢個肺同埋你個心臟兩個加低咗，係去成日 exercise 咧，你第時嘅肺功能同埋心臟功能都好咗嘅。咁同埋咧，如果你住喺一個20層樓嘅高咧，你其實可以10樓就落個列電梯。然後行其他嘅10樓，或者你唔中意啊8樓都得㗎，隨便你嘅 number， 但係繼續每日都係做呢樣嘢。咁你咧已經係做 exercise。我有個員工咧，我哋公司係18樓啊嘛，佢每日咧由0去到18樓，咁佢每日做 exercise 幾好啊！佢係身體更加健康。So 記住行樓梯係一個好好嘅東西嚟嘅。Now, some of you maybe actually also realize gardening can be also really a good thing to do, because you know why? When you garden, you crouch, you bend, you dig, you rake, you strolling with the garden. All those are really good actual exercise. Don't forget about this. So in other words, you could mix sure with many different things now. We talk about stepping, walking, dancing, and then biking. And now you're adding what? Gardening. Okay. So you can add here and there. Now, actually, a lot of people say, wow, in Hong Kong, I don't have a garden. No. A lot of people have actually go there for a small little plant. And I also realized some of these people actually bend down to do this, do that. Then they actually get some of that. Now, certainly they cannot, many of them might not have raking the garden, but that's okay. But important is you are bending down, you standing up, bend down. All these actually become an actual exercise. Don't disregard that, okay? And this is almost like a similar aerobic exercise, because when you're gardening, you bend down, you move up and go down, walk around. Your blood flow is also increased. And then you actually, all these bending coming up, you gaining some of the muscles of the, because you're bending and getting your muscle strength, and actually increase your bone strength also. So all these, the gardening can be a very good sort of the exercise for you. A lot of people don't realize, I just do some exercise. I'm not intend to do exercise, I just intend gardening. But gardening is one of the things that you can do, can help you actually in part of the not so conscious exercise that help you out already. Okay. 嗱，園藝咧其實一個好得意嘅，其實有啲人話我冇花園啊，唔緊要，你有繼續，譬如你屋企係有啲種植嘅，你一定要降低鋪低或者踎低去淋水啊，或者去睇下啲 plant 點樣啊。嗱，呢啲嘢全部咧都係有一個即係 exercise 嘅 運動嘅跡象喺度嘅。咁但係你 bend down 啊，同埋踎低上去坐翻低啊，咁呢啲亦都係一種嘅可以柔軟運動啦。咁其實已經係 increase 咗個 blood flow 啦。咁同埋咧，亦都會令到你嘅身體嘅muscle 咧更加健康啦，亦都令到你嘅bones 咧，即係你骨骼啊更加好啦。咁我呢啲係 very good 嘅，所以記住唔好話哇，我唔係咁 OK 喎，即係冇加快唔使做。其實你如果有些少嘅呢咁嘅跡象咧，亦都係做到一樣同樣嘅 exercise 嘅。嗱。Certainly in Hong Kong, many people can actually learn about Tai Chi, but I went to the state. I also saw a lot of people actually do the Tai Chi. Now, actually, Tai Chi is a very good exercise. Actually, you don't have to be very young to do that, you can be very old to do that. Any age, actually. The Tai Chi actually is a very slow control martial art of movement from China, but it's just called Tai Chi. And a lot of Westerner, Chinese, Asian, anybody can learn about Tai Chi. Now, it's a very interesting exercise because you actually have to inhale, expand your lungs, exactly. You have to visualize good thing in your mind to get your good Tai Chi exercise going. You cannot think about other things, just in sense visualize good stuff. And then you can develop all kind of mobility slowly, and then you're able to kind of understand how to dance it. And then net result, a lot of the elderly at the end of the day say, hey, I learned Tai Chi, I become much more balanced. I have a gentleman, 80-something years old. Actually, this person has blood sugar issue also. But on the other hand, you know one thing, because he had been learning about Tai Chi at age 70, and 10 years now, they found that his balance was really good. He won't fall. Because when you're elderly, one of the risks is you want to make sure you do not fall. So you need to basically figure a way to make sure you have well balanced moving and all these things, and then you cannot being fall. So, and on top of that, all these lessons of how the movement on that, it also guide you to prevent you to get nerve damage or foot damage, and also all the movements, so prevent your joint issue. So really, a Tai Chi can be a very good exercise. And it's not, I'm not saying it's easy. You just learn the dance. But you can actually even have, now I noticed, in some website, give you free Tai Chi lessons. So do it, and you just go follow those movements and breathing, the important breathing and visualizing good thing. Then you can able to get your Tai Chi. And you can do that at home in Tai Chi. You need just an area of 6 foot. You can already do it. You know what? That would be wonderful. So imagine Tai Chi is another choice besides all the things that we mentioned earlier, you know, with dancing, you know, walking steps at your home, but maybe Tai Chi. Now, what I'm trying to say is give you a lot of tips. You can mix all these exercises can help you to achieve the same goal. Lower your sugar usage, lower your sugar, actual sugar, blood sugar. You can able to form a habit, and you can do it very easy, convenient. Lower your calories, lower your carbs, and also expand your lung and heart and get your heart function going. This is really a wonderful step. 太極係一個好特別東西，係中國豬啦，係一個即係打太極啦，個個都知咩人啦。咁其實太極好重要咧，你要即係深呼吸唞氣啦，同埋亦都要諗啲好嘅嘢啦，去睇住啲好嘢，就係手嘅喐動啦。咁啊幫助你係能夠令到你咧提高你嘅生活嘅靈活性，亦都唔會俾你咁容易跌。嗱，呢個係好重要嘅，因為老人家跌咧係好有問題嘅。同埋仲有因為如果你做咗呢個太極咧，可以減壓啦，同埋咧永遠同埋你嘅神經損壞咧，亦都少咗嘅。咁呢個咧係一個十分好嘅東西，係可以喺屋企6尺內係做到嘅。咁你話我唔識做喎，唔緊要，你話去學啦，或者睇不同嘅太極嘅電視，依家好多㗎，咁你喺嗰度學亦都得嘅。So another thing that we can also talk about is yoga. Now, yoga is a low impact exercise, okay? which is again helping you making balance, flexible, and make you stronger, so you can build your muscles, stress, reduce the pulse movement, and you can also have more breathing focus, and then you can also maintain a better blood sugar level and make you more constant. So all these are actually, in a sense, good yoga is a something that you can consider. Now, certainly yoga, you might need to go to a yoga lesson at first, but after that, as you go on, you can actually get you can learn yourself through various website. You can do how to do yoga exercise, and that is a really cool, I would say, you can do it at home, and again, it's actually within 6 foot. Okay, so net result, you just gotta make sure you get the exercise moving. You can do yoga exercise. So this is another one exercise you can able to consider within all these things that you do. 咁瑜伽咧係一個好嘅東西，因為你可以能夠增加你平穩性啦，亦都俾你身體嘅強壯啦，唞大氣，因為你 yoga 都要做呢樣嘢嘅，係幫助你嘅呢個肌肉嘅發展啦，同埋令到你咧能夠血糖降低啦，因為你用緊啲氣去做 yoga 噶嘛。咁所以其實瑜伽亦都係一個好嘅。咁你話唔識瑜伽唔緊要，其實依家喺電視節目啊，或者你網上節目好多有瑜伽教嘅，咁學咗就得㗎啦。咁呢個亦都係一個係一個選擇嘅。嗱，唔中意瑜伽去做太極啦。咁所以變咗亦都可以好多不同嘅選擇。總言之，你選一個係東西能夠你每日都去做咧，或者每 other day 做咧，咁就好重要㗎啦。嗱。One of the things that I found that if you do a step master, what a step master is just a small little step to go up and down like that, can able to stay in the same place. And a step master is very cheap. And nowadays I noticed step master as cheap as $50 or $60 you can get one, or even no less than no more than $100 US. You stay in the same place, step master. If you do a step master, get a barbell, one of these metal barbell, 1 pound to 3 pounds. You go up and down this way, and you go this way, and then you go that way. Okay, and you can continue do your step and doing up and down with the barbell holding in both hands. Each one could be 1 pound, could be 2 pounds, could be 3 pounds. So you can actually have a strength training exercise with that. It's easy to do, not need a lot of space. I found Step Master helping me is actually doing half an hour Step Master, I already burned 300 calories. Plus your additional strength exercise will help your heart and so forth. Wow, that's really wonderful. So you can do your Step Master can actually lose weight because you burn 300 calories. And also you lower blood sugar, increase the muscle and bone become stronger. Your muscle is stronger and bones become stronger. And you can do 2 times per week, or you can do more, maybe 3 or 5 times per week. It's okay. Now, certainly you can do all the other stuff too. You can do push-up, squat, and sit-up. But as you go older, you might not be able to do a lot of sit-up and squash and sit-up. So Step Master can be an easy going, again, within 6 foot, easy to achieve. A lot of time, actually, I watch CNN and then doing the Step Master. And I found that this particular exercise can be helping me lower much of my weight from 225 pounds all the way at present 185 to 190 pounds. I'm still trying to struggle to lower my weight, but I don't have to go to a gym. But the Step Master can help me already. If I do half an hour every week, I already achieved many of these goals. So definitely Step Master is a way to consider, because you buying a Step Master is very simple. Just a machine that go up and down, which you have to walk, press down, and then this Step Master will give you 300 calorie minus 300 calorie just doing that for half an hour. And during this time, you know what? I'm watching CNN. I'm not sitting down in a couch on potatoes, but I'm not a couch potato, but actually doing exercise. Isn't that wonderful? Because you are continuing doing that. and getting your habit。嗱，腳踏嘅板咧係好容易買嘅，香港其實咧最平咧，我見到有200零蚊至500蚊咁上下嘅東西啦。咁買一個咧，其實你做半個鐘頭咧，已經 burn up 咗大概300個卡路里㗎啦。OK， 咁其實咧又唔使去出街啦，你又可以喺屋企有冷氣啦，可以睇緊電視啦、劇集啦，好你坐喺度睇，咁你變咗咧係能夠令到你有 exercise， 亦都令到你 enjoy 你自己嘅時間，有個磅數可以降低，哇幾好正！嗱，仲有一樣嘢咧，揾個啞鈴，1磅至3磅嘅啞鈴，一隻手一隻 ，OK 1磅啦，每譬如一隻，咁你可以上落呢度啦。咁第二樣嘢咧就咁去啦，咁上去啦 ，OK， 咁呢個咧亦都係可以做到你同樣嘅效果嘅。咁呢個咧係一個好重要嘅幫助啦，係令到你繼續係努力咧，係降低你嘅血糖啦，降低你卡路里啦，亦都令到你個肌肉咧同埋骨骼咧能夠強壯啲。咁你每個禮拜可能做2次、3次或者5次都得嘅。呢個係可以，或者你 combine 咗其他，總之每日係做咗半個鐘頭嘅東西，你就可以做呢樣嘢啦。咁同埋咧，如果你話喂我更加好嘢，我做下即係掌上壓或者去坐喺度咧做一個sit up 嗱呢啲可以做嘅，但係好多香港朋友咧未必可以做到呢樣嘢。但係如果你可以嘅話，當然嗰個更加劇力啦。咁其實咧做呢個 step master 咧係好嘅，又唔使咁多錢。亦都每個禮拜可以繼續做。嗱，最重要咧做呢個咧，能夠令到你一個習慣 ，OK？ 因為出面落大雨咧喺屋企做一樣照都 OK 嘅。OK，a lot of people also in the apartment they have a swimming pool or nearby have a swimming pool, or in Hawaii you can actually go to swim in the beach, then it's okay. Or if the apartment have a swimming pool, that would be wonderful. Now, swimming is a really nice exercise, especially for anybody, because it doesn't hurt the joint, and you can work on upper and lower body muscles all over. And you can actually do that and help your heart, lower cholesterol, burn your calories, burn your sugar. Now, swimming can be an extremely good exercise, but certainly not everybody have a swimming pool. But if you have a swimming pool, that will be one thing you can consider. Or you can go to a public pool. It's up to you. But a lot of time, I found swimming is wonderful for your joint. And a lot of people, and I have a couple of clients here in Hong Kong who live nearby a public swimming pool. And it was telling me now every day up, because that was very hot, right? So they go to swim about half an hour to 45 minutes. They are actually losing weight. They're actually losing the calorie, and their joint, they feel better, and they feel total more excitement because of the fact that, more energy, more, heart and lung expansion. So think about swimming, OK？ 嗱，游泳係好重要嘅，因為游泳咧唔會傷害你啲關節嘅東西。咁你鍛鍊咧上肢、下肢嗰啲肌肉係做到好多嘢嘅，亦都對心臟好咧 expand 咗，即係將你心臟擴大嘅 expand 啦，lung 又擴大啦，咁就降低膽固醇、血糖啊，加你全部做到嘅。咁當然啦，你話我冇游水池喎屋企，唔緊要。如果你附近屋企咧有個游泳池咧，佢公眾人亦都去做呢樣嘢 OK 嘅。咁當然啦。如果係有又好啦，冇就做其他嘅所謂嘅 exercise 咧，亦都做呢個習慣 ，OK？ 因為有幾個堂友咧喺附近咧有呢個公眾嘅游泳池啦，咁佢哋日日咧去游下水咧，佢話好舒服嘅，因為咧佢係又熱天啦，冬天又做唔到啦，或者太凍啦，但係如果熱天係做到係十分好 ，OK？ 呢個亦都一個 consider 嗱。So, a lot of people forgot this already. Do you know a hula hoop when you're young? Remember this thing called hula hoop? You twist around. And on the hand, this is really good to lose your inches of the waist and your hip, because you work on, just going around and around to get your hula hoop. You really can help you to improve your core muscles, stomach area, and lower body muscles. It really can help because it's something that you can burn calories, lose weight, and it's easy to do. And you actually, if you do 30-minute hula hoop, you might actually burn about 165 to 200 calories, depends who you are. Woman is 165, man is 200. Wow, that's pretty cool. And it's easy to do. And on top of that, when you do hula hoop, it's actually increase your cardiovascular fitness because of the fact that you have to do this and do this and do this. And then you will actually improve your oxygen flow to your lung and the body. It decreases your cholesterol, it decreases your stress. And again, you can actually watching TV or you can get some music program and then you can do your hula hoop. There's actually also one more thing important. A lot of people don't realize. When you get older, you really have to improve your body movement balance. Now with that, you can able to continue to do hula hoop, lower your, you're able to move around easily. And actually you can with less chance to fall because when you're older, fall, you're going to have hurt yourself really badly. And it's expensive. Hula hoop, how much expensive? Maybe $10 US, you get one hula hoop. I noticed in a lot of places still can sell this. And in Hong Kong, I saw that selling also, $70, $80 Hong Kong dollars, which is about $10. So, and the space requirement, very small, 6 foot, under 6 foot, you can do that. So think about hula hoop. Now, a lot of people forgot about this already, but it's okay. That is something that you can remember. If you're a young kid, do hula hoop. Now you are 50 years old, 60 years old, you can also do hoop. Even 70 you have. I have a lady actually did it with 70 years old. And she was doing real good. She said, hey, Andrew, I did this. It works. So wonderful exercise. 嗱，各位朋友，好多咧呼拉圈咧，好多人唔記得咗呢樣嘢啦。咁其實呼拉圈係一個好 exercise 喎，因為咧可能夠令到你個肚墩啊，你底下嗰啲成個籮柚嘅 muscle 啊，都有鍛鍊到，因為你咁喐佢咧係會鍛鍊到呢樣嘢。咁如果你做30分鐘嘅 hula hoop 咧，其實你係減咗165個卡路里女士啦，200卡路里男士啦。咁同埋最重要係增加你個心臟同埋你肺功能嘅健康，同埋咧仲有因為你做呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，你一定要唞大氣啊，咁你個心臟咪仲大啲oxygen 養分就高咗啦，咁啊降低 cholesterol 啦，降低血糖啦，亦都降低你壓力。OK， 咁同埋咧最重要一樣嘢，當你老啲嘅時候，你需要一個 exercise 令到你咧係幫助你嘅行路嘅平衡啊。咁如果你做 hula hoop 做呢樣咧，你平衡嘅時間咧一定係做好咗啊，咁你唔會跌啦，跌唔會傷害自己啦。咁又平又靚正，依家香港買呢嘢大概78蚊至100蚊，less than 100蚊啦，我都記得7零蚊有找噶啦。咁所以變咗買呢個東西咧又平靚正，可以喺屋企做。6尺以內搞掂 ，OK？ So you think about hula hoop, easy to work with, within 6 feet, you can do it every day. Now, doing all that exercise, you know one of the things you got to do? You have to track what you have done. You cannot just, oh, I do exercise, but you don't know the time. So every day, write down how many minutes you do on this exercise. Could be hula hoop, could be, my step master, could be moving weight up and down, write it down. So you at the end of the day calculate it. Hey, did I make 150 minutes per week? Did I do it in 5 days? Whatever. And on top of that, you can also measure yourself in your weight. If I do all the exercise, is my weight coming down? On top of that, if you do this, if you track your blood sugar, for example, you can track your blood sugar using one of these little gadgets here. Okay, how is the blood sugar coming along? For example, your blood sugar improve. And if you do, wow, that's pretty cool. So my blood sugar right now is 5.1. It's about 90 or so. So because I did exercise, you know what? Now I even eat breakfast. It doesn't go above 8. So that's cool. That's really good because that means that whatever I do, I'm doing really good. And one of the things that how I achieve that, I lower my weight. I did my continued exercise on the various exercises I do. I walk, I do different things like step master. It really helps you to do that. So you really do not think that you exercise too much as long as you can track the time. And eventually, maybe a lot of people say, hey, I can do a lot of exercise first. It's okay, start with 10 minutes. Eventually move up to 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour. It continue to do every day, get a habit. Important to get a habit and you track the amount of exercise you get done and track not only exercise, you track your weight and your blood sugar, and you'll be all encouraged to say, wow, I really doing much better after exercise. I start losing my weight, my blood sugar improve, and you'll be more encouraged than, and it's not too hard after a little while, and I can still kind of watch TV while doing exercise. Hey, wonderful, rather than just sit there and watch my TV. So that will be something that you can actually do it. Everybody can do that. 嗱，各位朋友，你做呢啲所有運動咧，你一定要寫翻你記錄做咗幾多運動啦，一個禮拜做30分鐘啊，或者你一日做30分鐘啊，幾多分鐘？其實最好一定要150分鐘啊。咁但係好多人就話：哇，我做唔到喎，唔緊要，你開始慢慢做10分鐘先，每日做下做15分鐘、40分鐘，咁你加上話3分鐘，加到40至50至1個鐘頭。如果你慢慢加上嘅時候咧，就唔係咁困難。如果一做1個鐘頭，你可能哇好辛苦啊 ，understand 呢樣嘢嘅。所以而家最重要咧做到個 habit， 做 habit 之後咧，你做 exercise 咧，睇你自己降低血糖有幾多啦，降低你個磅數有幾多啦。同埋你個心肺功能係咪好咗啲咧？個 lung 又 function 咗啦 ，more flow to oxygen 咧，個人醒咗啦。當你呢幾樣嘢嘅時候咧，你身體一定會健康啲嘅。所以記住寫低，唔係淨係幾多分鐘你做 exercise， 寫埋你嘅血糖，寫埋你嘅磅數，寫埋你其他嘅即係身體嘅功能做咗咩 exercise 做咗分鐘，咁咧呢個會對你十分正仔嘅。So in summary。We know in pre-diabetic diabetes, you have to keep daily quality exercise to improve blood sugar. Now, doing that, you have to do exercise that you improve your blood pressure, you lose your weight, you boost energy, and net result, you definitely even sleep better. And overall body, you feel good because you do all that. Plus, doing the exercise, you do it at home. Most likely, all the exercise is not high impact exercise. You know where I don't hurt my joint, especially when you get older. You know, hurting your joint may be an issue. So there's few exercise can be very easy to do, like walk, for example. You walk at home. You can also walk at shopping mall after dinner. You burn up your excess calories and carbs. That would be wonderful. Now, certainly you do a bike, you know, indoor bike, you know, stationary bike. That would achieve the same thing. Lower your cholesterol, lower your weight, and lower your carbs. Burning of calories and expand your lung and heart to get your heart running better. So you really get a heart and lung exercise together. Dancing, another thing, shuffle dancing, you can actually learn how to dance, learn a step. And same thing, every day, 10 to 20%, 10 to 30 minutes to do that. Wow, that would be real cool. Because you're dancing, you also move around, so you improve your balance. No problem, you will not fall as easy as the other people. Now, some people live in high building can walk upstairs, and walking upstairs rather coming down. Walking upstairs is the key. The reason why walking upstairs, it don't hurt your joint as much, and you're still burning up. You still also have the same thing with heart, lung expansion, burning your calorie, burning your weight. So you can do the same thing. Now, gardening is the same thing because you kneel down, moving up and down, same thing. You gardening the same thing. Now, another one is Tai Chi. It's a slow movement. But on the other hand, you improve your balance, you still have to take deep breathing, you learn the whole dance. That's really cool. And if you don't like Tai Chi, go yoga. Yoga has a similar function, just, same thing, you have to do deep breathing, movement, and so forth. Now, you have a pool at home. Pool in the building, you can do swimming, or live nearby a public swimming pool, you can do the same thing. Now, also, one of the things that I found very effective is StepMaster. You buy a StepMaster unit, it costs you maybe $50 US. You can get one, or most 70. And you can go up and down to 30 minutes with a barbell, go up and down this way. You can still achieving, your heart muscle, burn 300 calories every time you do it for 30 minutes. Wow, that is something that will be good. Now, one of the things that very cheap item is a hula hoop. You don't need a lot of space, and you can actually move your improve your over core muscles, stomach area, and also lower extremity area, and you achieve the same thing. Improve your heart, lung function, lower blood sugar, cholesterol, and carbs that you have, and your calories. So it's same thing. Is all the stuff I taught you today is all give you a much better health. Last but not least, you have to track that, meaning that you have to track what you do, what type of exercise, how many minutes, and on top of that, what have you achieved in a week time? Have you did 150 minutes added up together? Write it down so you can review. And when you see your blood sugar, you can still start getting go down. Then when you do see that, then you encourage to do more. That is the key. And net result, you really have to also continue to drink LOWSUTEA. You do, especially after exercise, make sure you drink about 500 ml of 60 ounce of LOWSUTEA will definitely help you to hydrate yourself, take down your blood sugar, and also your cholesterol, and decrease your salt. So net result, you are detox. So that is so important. Now, make sure you are make sure you continue to do that, because I think that are really important to keep up the exercise and forming a habit. And that is the key you need to do, forming a habit. Okay. So net result today, that's the talks are all about. Really, at the end of the day, I hope that you can consider, you can mix and match all these exercise, and net result, you can able to do this, that you can achieve overall goals. OK， 嗱，各位朋友記住，前期患病者同後期患病者同一樣嘅，因為咧，如果你做一個 exercise 咧，係能夠增加你個血糖啦嘅消耗減，即係消耗咗啦，咁你減低血糖啦，亦都能夠減低你膽固醇啦，亦都減低你嘅脂肪啦，咁同埋咧減低你磅數啦，整體咧係令到身體健康。最重要咧，因為你做 exercise 咧，亦都 expand 咗你個 lung， 你肺咧係即係用咗肺功能同埋心臟功能咧，令到你身體更加強壯啲嘅。咁有幾樣嘢去揀擇啦，你可以 mix 㗎，可以即係選擇不同嘅禮拜做150分鐘就好嘅一個禮拜。有行路啦，你去行超級市場啦，行食完飯去行超級市場亦都 OK 㗎。或者買一個係好容易做嘅單車喺屋企做啦，坐喺度做單車啦。咁其實依嘢全部唔貴嘅，大概200零300蚊。依家有個喺個 station 嘅單車你可以踩嘅。咁同埋咧，仲有去跳下舞啦。依跳舞就可以能夠喺屋企睇電視點學跳舞啦。就係可以做到一個係 gardening 啦，即係如果你有花園仔嘅，冇花園仔喺露台有屋企做依樣嘢都得嘅。因為踎低上落咧，你都要即係好似做呢個exercise 一樣啦。咁仲有咧，太極咧係一個好好嘅東西，因為幫助你，亦都係增加你心臟肺功能咧，但係亦都唞嚟舒服咗啦。咁仲有咧就係令到你有個好嘅 balance， 即係穩定，唔會跌落地下。咁啊 yoga 一樣嘅東西。咁如果你附近有游水池咧，可以游水啦；我屋企有游水池，亦都可以游水啦。如果冇就附近游水池啦。咁呢個係一個亦都係好嘅，因為佢唔會損壞你任何嗰啲joint 啊，你個膝頭哥啊，其他地方同埋全身嘅 muscle 都可以用到。咁仲有咧有一個咧就係一個叫做 step master， 即係一個行一個步咧係上樓梯嗰種。咁呢個係大50至500蚊有得找嘅東西嚟嘅。咁你做呢樣嘢咧，你行30分鐘，你減咗300卡路里㗎啦。咁亦都可以睇電視喺度行。咁最好有個啞鈴咧，上落落啦 ，expand 個 lung 啦，咁樣亦都可以 OK 嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講，呢個係一個十分好嘅 exercise， 亦都係6尺內搞掂。仲有一個 hula hoop 就係嗰個可以跳 hula 舞嗰隻東西啦，平靚正，又係70蚊有找嘅東西。咁呢個嘢係能夠令到你更加係可以咧係即係幫助你嘅 exercise， 減低你嘅血糖膽固醇嘅，同埋心臟係 increase 咗心臟。咁最重要咧寫低啊，你做咗幾多分鐘嘅 exercise 每日，仲有你血糖係咪減低啦？同埋仲有你個做咗幾多耐 exercise 啊？譬如我每日做咗3分鐘就寫低，咁加埋一個禮拜做150分鐘。咁同埋咧做邊個係能夠令到你更加好、更加容易做，寫低咗你繼續俾你有啲鼓勵。咁你呢個就好正嘅。咁記住每一次做 exercise 要飲去糖茶。如果你飲250至500ml咧，係能夠 hydrate 咗你，即係能夠你 有血糖就係減低血糖啦、膽固醇啦，同埋降低鹽啦，咁降低血壓啦。咁呢個係對整體咧係好舒服嘅，又唔會令到你咧係增加咗糖，係減低你糖喎，幾好。咁呢個咧全部做晒呢啲東西咧，咁你身體咧係 make sure 咧都係降低你血糖咧，膽固醇咧，令個身體更加健康嘅。So today lecture, I think we all talk about similar thing to achieve the similar goal: lower blood sugar, cholesterol, and also weight. And on top of that, we'll also expand your lung and heart to make sure that you have enough exercise, make you become more healthy. I think it's easy to do. Everything we talk about, pretty much you can do it within 6 foot at home, or certainly there's something that you go swimming if you don't have a pool, but it's okay. You know, mix and match is fine. Important you do it, and net result, you can able to actually get yourself a much more habit, to get a habit to get your exercise done every day. And that's what I'm trying to achieve here today. If you can get a habit every day, hey man, you most likely your A1C will go from high all the way down below 6.4 and achieve 6 and below. If you don't do exercise, just dieting, you might not achieve the same thing. And importantly, remember, drink LOWSUTEA, hydrate yourself after exercise. 500 to 34 ounce to 60 ounce LOWSUTEA you can drink. After you finish exercise, you have lower blood sugar, cholesterol, and also your salt. Then you can lower your blood pressure. That will be wonderful. So I hope this will give you a good tip and selection of exercise. And okay, so I will try to answer some question now. Thank Eugene. There's a question. If I decide to run one of my 5 workout, should I do 30-minute session or I can do less? Well, if you do running, it's always good to do at least start out maybe 10 minutes, eventually go to 20 minutes and 30 minutes. As long as you get 30 minutes, it's good. It's a good workout. But I found that some of the elderly folks might not able to run, unfortunately. So they, because running actually impact your knee. So a lot of people will end up saying, I can't run, but that's okay. If brisk walk is the same thing. Actually, brisk walking will be better running because it doesn't have impact your knee as much, especially people have knee issue or elderly already. So you might not able to run, but you can do your, rather than run, you can do your actual brisk walking, fast walking. And I think that will achieve the same thing. And you can do less, start off with 10 minutes, eventually move up 20 minutes to half an hour, that's okay. But important, you got to keep doing it. You can also mix match. In other words, I can run one day, next day I do that step master with a barbell. You can do that too. That will still achieve the same result, expand your lung, and you won't hurt your knee because of the fact that run, you do have impact, especially with elderly, meaning that we're going to 60 to 70 years old, that impact might be an issue. So that's something that you need to consider. 各位同學，已經問咗一個咧，如果我係走大概30分鐘，會唔會 OK 㗎？或者我做少啲啊？嗱，好多人咧，我翻啦喺香港人咧走唔係咁容易嘅，或者喺外國都係嘅。如果老一啲走係困難啲嘅，咁你就可能咧用一個快行，唔係走快行。嗱，快行咧係好過走嘅，個原因咧就對個 knee 唔會係一個即係個膝頭哥唔會一個容易損壞嘅東西。咁亦都係同樣 achieve 到一樣嘅東西咧，就可以令到你減低嘅卡路里用咗你啲血糖啊，同埋咧令降低磅數啊，呢個都係一樣嘅做法可以做到嘅。咁但係一定要即係如果你唔習慣做咧，係增加慢慢上去。Okay, so anyway, this is something that you guys can consider, and then we can do whatever choice. You can do actually do walk and also establish habit. You can do walk, you can do step master, you can do all that, continue to get easy to do, and then you can able to establish the habit. Every day you do some, and it will help you out. Okay. So Eugene said, okay, hope to continue the habit would suggest easy exercise for all of us. Thank you very much, Eugene. You are absolutely correct. Important to get some easy exercise as long as you do every day. That is the key, Eugene. And that's the key to all my friends listening here every day is, question is, you got to just establish a habit every day. Now, another question from Terrell Gordon. Now, if you want to eat sweet potato, yes, sweet potato is better than regular potato. But on the hand, you have to look at the carbs that you intake. Yeah, anything is taro, sweet. You look up what is the carb of that, because each day, imagine, I can only take about 150 to 200 carb per day. So if you eat, like for example, sweet potato is 30 carb, for example, gram of carb. If you eat that, so you have only remaining of 100 gram for the rest of the stuff. So it's important. You have to ask yourself how much carb I take, Gordon. That will make sure that you can select the right food. That's why actually, even if I'm diabetic or pre-diabetic, I can eat anything as long as I continue counting the carbs that I intake. So I make sure I have a good balance. I hope I answer your question on that one, Gordon. Okay, are there any other questions? I appreciate all our friends here asked so many very wonderful questions, and definitely, I hope that will give you some alertness to key is establish your habit. OK， 各位同友，重要點啦，記住就係我哋依家咧，譬如就有 question 問咧，如果佢食多不同嘅番薯啊 ，O 唔 OK 咧？或者食中國嘅taro ，O 唔 OK 咧？即係咁呢啲咧，其實最重要咧，你要睇翻每呢啲東西咧係幾多個 gram of 碳水化合物。咁一日咧，其實我哋只係食到係150至200嘅啫。咁如果你食咗30咧，咁其實你只係得翻100rest of the meal 去食第二樣嘢啦。咁你一定要減翻嘢出嚟咧，唔好超咗額，因為超咗額咧未必係做到你嘅需要。咁所以食咩都好，要睇翻你要食咩係能夠有嗰個啱嘅碳水化合物。OK。I hope I answered all your questions, everybody. I appreciate all your time sharing with me on the busy weekend. Next week, because of the holiday in Hong Kong, we will not have lecture, but we will be after next week, which means is July 9th, we will have lecture because July 2nd is a holiday for Hong Kong. So I will see you in July 9th with another very exciting topic to help you to actually better understand how to manage your health, manage your blood sugar, and so you won't get many of the diabetic complications, and also help you not to be converted. I appreciate all my friends listening to my webinar and learn something of these tips, and hope you get able to continue to practice and get your habit. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.